Hey guys, here's Louie. I'm here at the birdcage. I finished the floor 100% yesterday afternoon after work, and I'm also happy to say that the 4-post lift is working 100% functional now. We had to do some adjustments yesterday to the cables, the locking mechanism, but as you guys could see, one Firebird is up and the other one is underneath, exactly how I wanted it. So guys, like I always say, dreams do come true. I have the Lovebird outside, took it outside to make this review. So I want to start this video by first saying thank you to Al from Keeping It Simple Garage. He also came out with a review on these kind of strong racks. They are built like tanks, and we are going to find out really how strong are they. And I also want to give out a special thanks to Atlas Shelving for giving me the opportunity for my first review, my first box open. And they just asked me, Louis, can you do a review of our shelving on your YouTube channel? And I say yes, I will. And they just want my honest opinion. And as you guys can see, I have a 30 by 40 garage, which is really big. This one will go in the corner over there. I will need another one to go on this side. Let's see how this review goes, and they might send me another one. But that's my goal, to have 2 shelves just like this for the birdcage, because those that know, I'm a hoarder of parts. I have a whole bunch of Firebird parts and I need to have some storage. So I'm gonna do a open box right now, and let's see how hard it is. It says no tools, and you don't need no tools to put it in. You just need one tool to open it, and I'm gonna use these snips. So let's see how it goes, guys. Let's dive right into this. Okay. Well, let's see how difficult this is. And it's an 8,000 pound capacity. All right. 2,000 pounds per shelf, it says. That's a lot of weight. Okay. So far I can tell that these are the shelvings here. It has zip ties. So these snips work excellent. I believe I have the correct tool. Here goes one. So it's like a cage kind of effect for each cage, for each shelf, I should say. It does come with some instructions. A lot of pictures. Louis likes pictures. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. It comes with a bracket if you want to hold it to the wall. Let's just see what this package really is. Yes, so they give you a wire, these 2 little wires, screws, 2 little brackets, to mount it to the wall like that. It doesn't fall forward. If you want to take a safety precaution, which is it is a good idea. All right, we leave this over here. Now let's see. These are just pieces to fill up. These are empty, garbage. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at this. Not too hard. It looks like everything just snaps in. Okay. So these little nail heads, right? These little dimples here, it looks like it's gonna lock in to right here. One of these legs. And you can see this. So it looks like this will go in this slot and locks, okay? And that's why they tell you no tools to put the rack together. And so far it looks like they are correct, no tools. Basically I just have snips to cut the bottom open, cut some zip ties open, and you will need a screwdriver for this, a Phillips. Okay. This sucker is strong. There's a lot of metal here. It's heavy. Alright. And it's packaged very well. The company does an excellent job packing the shelf so it could reach nice and safe to your house. You have that, and there should be 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So she have 4. I'm gonna call it legs. Should be 4, 2 and 2. What else? Okay, we also have more parts here. All right. And this looks like it will go in the middle to give the cage shelf some supports. Okay. All right. This actually goes on the legs, on the leg part. All right. Well, we're gonna check it out. I'm just wrapping everything, and this is. Alright, this is going to be part of the frame. Well guys, let me start setting things up and I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, I figure let me start assembling it just for it could be sturdy. And I'm here by myself, so if I could do it by myself, you could do it by yourself. Or if you have a buddy, you could have a buddy come over and help you make this up. So I saw in the instructions, they do mention a rubber mallet. And it's a good idea to get it because, let me show you guys. These pins right here, okay, they look like nail heads. All right, these pins have to go inside the slot. This slot that you see right here, all right, and it has to go down to a groove where they lock in. Now, I measured these tubs. Look, I measured the tubs that I want to put away, and they are about 1 foot tall. So this is 1 foot right here. I'm gonna put mine about here. All right. So the little pins that look like nail heads, you need to fit them in the groove. And you can start hitting it with your hand, but you don't want to break your hands, so you use a rubber mallet, and as it goes into these grooves, you just lock them. And this is a strong shove. It could take a good whack. All right, you have that one. right there. And then just to have the correct height for this one, you could count the slots. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna do the next one, taking just the rubber mallet. And remember, you want these pins to come and lock in. So let's count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, she lined up. And she locked into place. And the more you start building it, the more strength it gets, the more sturdy it becomes. Okay. Now let's go with the long strips, okay? Same thing. You want to make sure that the little pin fits the groove. And if it helps you, you see that slot that's cut out? That gotta be facing up because there's gonna be a crossbar to give the cage shelf strength. Alright, there you go, she's lining up nice. Now I'll do the next side. There you go. And that's the, want to make sure you guys can see the slot. So I put it in the slot, as you guys can see these slots. Now I'm gonna hit it down. There you go, she locked in. Next side. Locked in nicely. Okay, I put this one in. I put this one in backwards. That's the only thing you gotta do. You see, I made a mistake. Very simple fix. It comes out nice and easy enough. And you just flip it over and lock her in. Okay. This side is correct. Yes. So let me show you guys something. This slot faces up, okay? And you see this groove right here? That's where the cage of the shelf is gonna be falling to rest on, okay? I'm gonna do the next side now. Go. I'll get my rubber hammer. Here you go. Now I'm gonna put the crossbar. Here goes the crossbar, okay? And if you could see, the metal, that the flange that's actually bent over, facing up, to give it that angle, she falls right into the slots that I told you guys need to be facing up. There you go. And trust me, this thing is really sturdy. Look at that, really strong, and I haven't even finished building it yet. So I'm gonna continue. You guys pretty much here get the idea of how this gets assembled, okay? And so far, I use the snips to open the box, and I'm using a rubber mallet just to make sure she locks all the way into the groove. So let me keep on building, and I'll bring you guys up once she's fully assembled. All right, guys, so I assembled the complete rack, okay? I want to explain something before I start grabbing some of my parts, tubs from the shed, and bring them to their new home. because now I have this rack. I could bring them back in here to the bird cage. So the very top, first I want to say this is adjustable. So you make the space that you need as you go on. You know, I'm comfortable here. Okay, so these two are my tallest shelves spacing, and that one being the shortest, okay? And you can also store things on top. Now, the cage shelving, okay, which is this, two of them comes complete as one piece. The full piece that is complete, not divided, one goes on top and the other one goes in the bottom. As you can see, this is complete. It's one solid piece, right? So this one will go for the bottom. I already have a complete one at the top, okay? That's for the bottom, there's one for the top. And then the ones that are half here will go on this shelf, and this one also has the one that are half, okay, not complete. And here goes another one. Okay, if you want this to be locked in inside every crossbar, they have a hole drilled out from factory. You could put something, a clamp or something to hold them, but you really don't need them. They ain't going nowhere, you see? Once they're in there, they are in there. Now let me grab a couple of stuff to pack the new rack. Well guys, there you have it. I have a pair of tires. They have the rim, believe me. Okay, there goes the rim. I have these tubs here, and everything's parts, okay? I have a couple of these tubs. I would say about maybe 10 tubs I have full of old Firebird Pontiac first generation parts. And this is just to give you a good idea how the rack will look with things on the shelf. The spacing you guys will have is up to you how you design it. Okay, with the different type of heights. So you have one here on the top also. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you have 4 shelves that is plenty to put enough. This is 2 feet deep, 6 feet wide, and 6 feet in height. Okay, and she is built as a tank. Okay, I'm telling you, you cannot break this rack. And again, I want to give a special thanks to Atlas. This is Atlas Shelving. You can get it right here. Just go online and put in your order. And when you guys order it, you will help me out by telling them that Louis from First Generation Garage sent you to go get your own Atlas Shelving. All right? Well, the bird cage is done. Rack is fully assembled. I need one more and I'm good to go with my parts. Let's see if it happens. If they're happy with the review, they probably send me another one. Well guys, here's Louis from First Generation Garage. Like I always say, keep your hands dirty and your project will move forward. Take care now. God bless. Bye-bye.